Let me put a disclaimer to that. That is clearly your own views, not that of Channels Television.
Exactly.
When you have to talk about the names that you mentioned. But
yes,
looking at these submissions by Maina himself, he did say that he was able to uncover about $1 trillion and has given a blueprint that go to XX places and you uncover $1.3 trillion. And then he says he wants to meet with Mr. President. Don't you think he should be given that opportunity, that chance to meet with Mr. President, since he claims that he has got so much to unravel for in this pension scheme fraud?
We are not a banana republic. Maina wants to meet with Mr. President over what? A criminal defendant who is running away from the jail. Do we even respect our court at all? Do we respect our judicial process? Do you know that in this country, Supreme Court judges are being tried in court? Who is he to be saying that he wants to recover money? That's why I say it's a playbook from somewhere else. And I can understand, you know, the ethics of your profession that will not permit your platform to be used to attack another person. But I'm just saying that's what occurs to me. All these stories about how I've recovered something, about how I need to meet the president so that I can recover more, about how I'm being chased around, about how I'm going to be killed. Cock and bull story. Present yourself. You are a fugitive from justice. Have your day in court. Prove your innocence there. That's the law that I know. All this talk about I want to see the president, for what? He's seen the Attorney General of the Federation, and the Attorney General of the Federation told us, and this is instructive, that he visited Maina to the knowledge of the National Security Advisor of Nigeria. So, look, this is a monumental scandal. It's disgraceful.
What should the position of the government be now that Maina has made these submissions? Should the government entertain, take seriously these revelations from Maina? What do you think?
The government should take itself seriously, on the contrary, by bringing Maina to justice. Those who allegedly are shielding him from justice should let go of him. He's become too scandalous for the government to associate with. Maina should be produced in court, and if they like him, they should get the best lawyers in town for him to defend him. If they lie, they can manipulate the process. If they lie, they can file a nollie prosecute. The Attorney General has the power to file a nollie. This is not the first time we're filing it. He has even done it under this dispensation regarding the Supreme Court registrar, over which one of your regulars here had to turn in the towel because he couldn't understand why that nollie prosecute was filed. So let him be charged to court. If that's what the Attorney General wants to do, let him do it. But all this cock and bull story, all this rib my role, is not sitting.
Okay, let's get a question in from Nelta Egbe in Abuja. Nelta.
All right, Mr. Ogunye, thank you for joining us.
Pleasure.
The issue of Mr. Maina talking about the things he's recovered and what he wants to do. I asked Mr. Robert Clark this question earlier, but let me put it in another way. The question of institutions and the Constitution, what it has to say about the innocence of an individual and how that individual can prove himself. What do you have to say about Mr. Maina's claim that he needs to talk, and he's asking to talk to strictly the president, nobody else? He has not said he wants to talk to the EFCC. He has not said he wants to talk to the ICPC. He has not said he wants to talk to even the vice president. He wants to talk to the president. Does it mean that it's only the president that is, how do I put it now, that has enough integrity to hear him out? Or is it only the president he believes in to follow through with his revelations?
You know, thanks to Neta. You know, sometimes I was just thinking about how best to capture something that is common in Lagos State now. You know, cooperatives, land grabbers. You know, you see them, they are flowing agbada, going to court, in beads and all that, full regalia. And I was thinking about the best way to capture that kind of ugliness. And I call it beaded bandits. Bandits that are beaded, who wear beads and all that. Look, why do we turn a criminal defendant into an instant celebrity? Why? You are veiled the due process of law. You've been charged to court. You ran away.